Hi, I'm Marla Curtis, Paintings Conservator and owner of Curtis Fine Art Conservation, and I'm here with Katie Ravito, Paintings Conservator and Postgraduate Fellow from the Chrysler Museum of Art. We will be discussing when to hire a conservator, how to search for a conservator, how to assess a conservator, and what to expect when working with a private conservation studio. Many preventive steps can be done by collections care professionals who have some basic training, while treatments require a conservator. This landscape painting is an example of an artwork with multiple structural issues, including flaking paint and planar distortions, in addition to discolored varnish and a grime layer. Small or mid-sized museums that require help prioritizing the conservation needs of a collection might consider applying for a Collection Assessment for Preservation Survey, or CAP survey, through AIC, the American Institute for Conservation. Conservators carry out these surveys in order to assess a collection and write a comprehensive report detailing those objects most needing attention and those needing preventive care.
Word of mouth can be a good way to locate a professional conservator. Contact your local museum, ideally one with a conservation department, and ask them for referrals. Another resource is AIC. At culturalheritage.org, you can use the Find a Professional link to access their database of conservators who have been approved through AIC as professional associate members. The Find a Professional tool has both global and local search options so that you can find someone based in your area or someone willing to travel or accept items shipped to them. This tool is broken down by specialty. Start with broad search terms like paper or paintings general and only one or two terms to get the widest range of results. Enter your location and the search radius at the bottom, then click search. The results are not ranked in any way, but you can click on each profile to see more information about the individual conservators. The Virginia Conservation Association's website also includes a Find a Conservator tab, where members can choose to have themselves listed if they are accepting private clients. Once you have a list of potential conservators, there are a few things you can ask them to find the best candidate for your project. You should ask about their training. Conservators study art, art history, and chemistry. Most conservators will have a master's degree in art conservation, along with years of internship and fellowship experience. Other conservators are apprenticeship trained, though this is less common today. Regardless of whether a conservator is apprentice trained or from a graduate program, they will specialize in a particular kind of material, like paintings, furniture, textiles, objects, books, paper, photographs. It is a red flag if an individual conservator specializes in everything or claims they can treat any kind of material. Regional conservation centers and select private conservation businesses include a group of conservators with different specializations, but the majority of private practices have one or more conservators with the same specialty. One way to assess if a conservator is keeping up to date with best practices is to ask about their professional memberships and affiliations. If you use the Find a Professional tool on the AIC website, you will only see AIC members who have agreed to abide by the Code of Ethics and Guidelines. Even so, it's still a good idea to ask, as there are a number of organizations other than AIC, like the International Institute for Conservation and many regional conservation groups, like the Virginia Conservation Association. It's also a good idea to find out what kind of documentation they will provide. This should include before and after treatment photography, along with written reports detailing the steps taken and the types of materials they used. Many conservators have examples of their portfolio on their website you could browse through. You could also ask for references and get input from previous clients.
As mentioned, many private conservators have websites for their businesses. These sites describe services offered and often outline the basic process of examinations, consultations, reports, and treatments. Some conservators prefer to travel to the client to have an initial look at an object, while others might exclusively require the client to bring the artwork to them. Conservators can give guidance on this transportation as needed. A fee is normally charged for an initial examination and for a condition report and treatment proposal, whether it is charged as a separate fee or is wrapped into the total price of treatment. The examination usually includes small tests carried out and some photographs of the work for documentation. The proposal will require approval from the client before a treatment will proceed. A professional conservator should be able to provide you with different options for treatment, while also asking for your input about goals for the treatment and the future use or display conditions of the piece. For example, you may only have funding to cover the level of treatment required for stabilization, rather than a full restoration treatment. Conservation treatment can often be carried out in stages to suit budgetary and time constraints. We hope this video has been helpful in your search for a conservator. For more information, go to virginiaconservationassociation.org or culturalheritage.org.